In today's video, I will be showing you how to crochet this super fun shag stitch. It totally reminds me a bit of a shag carpet. It can be used on an amigurumi project where you really want a bunch of fur, like maybe on a lamb or something woolly. It's great for, let's say a pillow or even a rug. You can crochet your own rug with this stitch to great effect. Now this is a stitch that I kind of fell into while learning how to do loop stitches. So I either rediscovered it or I just simply created it from messing around. Don't know, don't care, it's a fun stitch, and I'm bringing it to you today, and I'm calling it the Shag Stitch. My name is Sig, and what a pleasure it is to have you with me today. It's your interest and support that allows me to contribute new content and weekly videos. Help us all grow together by tapping the subscribe bar, notification bell, and like buttons. I look forward to your comments and always value your feedback. Now let's get started. This is one of those stitches that doesn't require a specific count. You can use as many chains as you need to or as few chains as you need to. Also, you can use any color you like. You can use any size yarn that you like. You can use any type of yarn that you like, so long as you're using an appropriate size hook. So for today's demonstration, I am using a size 4 worsted weight yarn and a G size hook. And I'm just going to go ahead and I am going to chain 10. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to single crochet in the second chain from the hook. And then after that, I'm going to single crochet each additional chain after that. Now once I've completed my row, I'm going to turn my work. I'm going to chain 1. And then I'm going to single crochet in the same stitch. And then now we're going to begin the shag part. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my finger, real similar to a loop, but instead of just holding it up like this, holding your yarn up like this, I'm going to wrap the yarn around my finger twice, just like so. Then I'm going to take my hook, I'm going to insert it into the next open stitch, and I'm going to bring the hook forward to me, and then I'm going to wrap it around the yarn, just like this. I'm going to insert it under the first loop on my finger, and I'm going to use it to pick up the second loop on my finger, and I'm going to draw that loop through. And then I'm going to pick up yarn over again, and I'm going to draw that through and complete my stitch. And that gives me 2 loops in the same stitch, but only doing 1 single crochet kind of stitch. So that gives us a larger loop, and it gives us more loops. So it's going to give us a thicker pile. Now again, I'm going to wrap that yarn around my finger twice. I'm going to take my hook, I'm going to insert it into the next stitch. I'm going to go around the back end of that yarn. I'm going to bring it up, my hook, and I'm going to slip my hook under the first loop on my finger. Then I'm going to use my hook to grab the second loop on my finger, and I'm going to pull that loop through. I'm going to pull it all the way through. You should have something that looks like this. Sorry, it's when you're going a little slower, it's hard to give a nice smooth rhythm. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to yarn over, and I'm going to pull that yarn through and complete that stitch. Again, 2 loops on my finger, insert my hook, wrap my hook around, bring my hook underneath that first loop, and hook onto the yarn of the second loop. Bring that through, yarn over again, and pull that yarn through and finish off my stitch. I'm going to do it again. And again. And so once you find your pace, once you find your rhythm, it can move at a respectable pace. And I'm going to do this until I get to the very last stitch of my row. And then in that very last stitch, I'm going to make a single crochet. I'm going to turn my work. I'm going to chain 1 and single crochet in the same stitch. And then I'm going to single crochet in each additional stitch. So as you saw, I turned my work, I chained 1, and I single crocheted in the same stitch. And then again, I'm going to do the same thing I did before. Wrap the yarn around my finger twice, take my hook, wrap it around the back end of that yarn, bring it up underneath the first loop on my finger, and hook the second loop on my finger, and pull that through. Then I'm going to yarn over, and I'm going to finish off my stitch. I'm going to continue just that way until I finish this row, or at least until I get to the very last stitch. And in that very last stitch, I'm going to single crochet, turn my work, chain 1, single crochet in the same stitch, and begin row 3 again. Now you can see I've only created 4 rows here, and you can see how full and thick that already is. So now I'd like to just thank you for having spent some time with me today. But I have to give you my farewells at this time, so until I see all you wonderful creative fiber artists again, stay creative, stay amazing. Bye-bye now.